Hello, I decided to record in English because today I came to some conclusions about Lithuania and Epstein's links. As my family is missing since 2012 and only some of them appeared. This is niece. She wrote me 2025 after long battle against French government to let her use Facebook because Macron banned all the teenagers to use Facebook until 13 years. So she became 13 years old and went to court and found in the case me that I was looking for her and found very crazy things about his father's, my brother's, Romuald's death twice in a car accident in Paris and in sinking in the sea in Italy. Almost at the same time. So she had questions to me how it is possible. So I answered that it is possible when a person is alive. All the story with this missing family was very weird and very covered by Lithuanian police, Lithuanian Foreign Affairs Ministry. So I started suspecting NATO terroristic army, and I was almost right, as Epstein has all the features to have links to this terroristic army. Its name is Gladio, and it is operating in very different countries, and its aim it is governmental changes, constitutional changes. They like organized wars, provocations, false flag, and so on. So I started seeing all these features and starting getting interest, and more I got interested, more it became weird. But today only I figured something out, that in missing girls case, it is written that she was taken from a hotel. So I reacted to this teacher from Red Cross. My niece lives at the Red Cross without passport. We are Lithuania, we are European Union. She has no passport, she says. She has no birth certificate, no identity. I explained to her that she has identity, she has personal code of Lithuania, she has passport, she has birth certificate, and she is held in an immigration center as undocumented people, and this is very weird. So she was asking several times, is she under protection? But I say such protection is not anymore protection. It doesn't allow it to live normally. And Macron also changed laws that such children like my niece had to live in these centers until 21. They must stay in France, and forbidden. So I say, sorry, is she a prisoner? So I started suspecting pedophile ring that French government is covering. But until end of January, until revealing all these pedophile ring files of Epstein's, it was too difficult to bind everything together, actually. But our police and our embassies uh, acted very weirdly. And now about this Epstein's hotel and about this car accident in Paris, I linked these events of a girl appears in foster care 2013 November 12, and there is a car accident in Grande Armée Avenue in Paris. And I thought maybe that was some true, that he lived in a hotel, but which hotel? How they can stay 1 year at a hotel, 3 person? There was also wife together. And today it became clear that Epstein had private hotels without normal registration. He could invite anyone that he wanted. He could give it for free. He could provide for free anyone he wanted. And if my brother was interesting to him, as he was a freedom fighter, and also he was interested in royalistic rounds, as we are some aristocracy of Lithuania Great Kingdom. So I explained already to Nis that she's not nobody, she's aristocracy, and she must raise her nose up. We are exactly from the Radziwill. The Radziwill is also noble family of Belarus. So NATO terroristic armies can have some interest to kidnap such people or invite. It looks more like kidnap, not invitation. Luxurious house of Epstein, this hotel. Of course, if you are provided with a room in such hotel, why not? I only tried to look for the links, but it is obvious because my brother's wife is from musician rounds circles. My mother is from musical circles and from Masonic circles, pseudo-Masonic. She is in Knights organization. She's not noble, but she's in nobility organization, which has links to Italy and to Italian prince. So there are some links that you can get links everywhere. And it is obvious that Epstein had even Lithuanian passport and had links in Lithuania, and he acted more like agent, not like some regular pedophile or regular milliardaire. And maybe he could also be represented like an agent to some people, and if people had some trust in some agencies, like in the NATO secret organizations, why not? No, I try to understand how could people trust, but also the recent diary one writing that a girl was kidnapped. She was 10 months old. She was kidnapped from Vilnius, and maybe he had a call. Maybe they understood that it is noble family and it is not possible to kidnap children from noble family. We also with girls suspect that maybe my mother involved, maybe her mother involved, maybe they wanted to get rid and maybe sold a child. But these organizations of paramilitary, in the case of a girl, it is written that it is not real mafia, it is some organization like mafia. So it is more paramilitary, some secret organization. And France understand, but I don't understand anything many years because nobody explained. They wrote me in terroristic registers. I have 4 university diplomas. I am a lawyer. I am a journalist. They write that I am a terrorist. They write that I am mafia. You see, my interior, this is from grandmother. It's 50 years old, this mafia thing. My glasses are broken because I do not have 300 euros to buy new, so I fix as I can. I live from YouTube, from donations from my viewers, and of course I'm great mafioso. So France from last year doesn't treat me like mafia. Maybe something changes, but now we see that it changes with Epstein files and with US Congress that they decided to reveal. Also, it was Virginia good year. She's already dead, and she published a book, and there are links that this Epstein hotel and this scene of car accident is just next to Triumph Arc. It's just near, and maybe brother, I see from very bad photos, some of them falsified. I got only through Geneva from United Nations Committee of Missing People because Lithuania denied access. No documents, no search documents, nothing. I searched brother as a live person. It seems he was alive, he was in coma, and they wrote in the case that he found dead in the sea in Italy, and recognized by phone by embassy worker Viktoras Dagilis. He recognized Roma police called to embassy and asked, maybe some Lithuanian is missing. And Viktoras Dagilis answered, yes, Romualdas Apanavičius, born 1975, missing. And they say that the main proof that this fisherman body in the nest is my brother's body is his wife's passport, which expired 2011. And the scene of a crime is 2014, March 12. So I understood that such kind of falsifications, it's like Al-Qaeda, it's some terroristic organization. They like these falsifications with all passports. And I understood that these falsifications tells me that he is, of course, alive, because such falsification is needed when you don't have proof. And I saw also photo on the Italian press that the body is very short, maybe 1 meter 60 centimeters. Yeah, it was one photo that they are bringing this body from the port. And so through United Nations Committee, they sent some white and black photos, and there is somebody similar to brother lying on the ground, and you can see some winter or autumn clothing. You cannot see eyes. It's very weird photo. It is like from the drone, from the very high done photo. Some policeman with clothing like of Paris, like a sweater and t-shirt, shirt. He is taking an envelope. So a person is with a big envelope. So they falsified this envelope in the fisherman's body, that there was an envelope, and they found it in the body. First in the morning, they could not take out from the sea this body because it was very stormy. After 5 hours, they created a story that this is envelope. And as I imagine, they got some photos from Paris case, and they just mixed photos and falsified. So if in Paris a person was running away from this hotel, maybe with a daughter, with all his documents, maybe he tried to escape from this Epstein hotel all the year, and he was hit by the car, and there was hit 11 person, and they were all injured, and there were 8 pompiers, 8 cars of emergency. It is not normal, not ambulance, but pompiers. So was it explosive something? I don't know. So after many years of falsifying that brother is dead, Los Angeles hospital, 2021, January the 5th, in the newspaper NBC, put his photo in coma and with injured head, and wrote that the man found in the street, in Vermont Street, in Los Angeles, and he's in coma. Maybe somebody recognized. I called 2023 to this hospital, and they could not understand why I'm calling. I said I found my brother's photo on internet. I want to know something. And they said that this man was brought with one name, later with another, later he disappeared, and later his medical record was deleted. So we do not know if it is real story in Los Angeles or not real. I tried to write to police, but they did not answer, because police normally cooperate with police, and our police denies help. Many years they did not help at all, and I don't know if our prosecutor office will help. I wrote all these implications, all these circumstances. I wrote that there was car accident in Paris, that probably he was hit by the car but not sank in the sea in Italy. And long time I did not believe that he was in Paris at all. But when I found that this Epstein's hotel and Epstein's actions, like inviting some elite or noble people, of course he was not treating noble people. And if they thought, if they treated my brother like noble person, they would not treat with money. They treat with respect and would give food and clothing and everything, because brother participated in Lithuania Kingdom movement, and it was maybe revolutionary movement, I don't know. And these ideas to avenge Belarus and connect to Lithuania is from 2012. And maybe in these circles they reconstructed Lithuanian kingdom. And maybe he was, I don't know all the circumstances, but maybe a girl was kidnapped and later they understood that it is noble girl and they invited brother to come. I don't know if he came with his wife. They disappeared from Vilnius. No traces. 2012, 8th of December. Nobody seen them from this day. His 8 bank accounts were closed on this day. So I even did not believe that he left Lithuania. But now when I see these geographical things like this accident in Grand Armée Street and Epstein's hotel is very near, so I presume that this can be real story, that he was living on the hotel, staying at the hotel, if correctly to say. So probably French do not lie and Lithuanians lie all the time because they cover pedophile rings. We had here very famous pedophile ring story, so they covered everything and made from the victims criminals. And a girl which was victim of pedophiles ring, she disappeared. So when our niece disappeared, I was afraid never see you again, but then she contacted last year and she asked to help with documents, and her teacher tried to scam me. She wanted original documents and then go and take French passport and to hide this girl. And taking French passport, they tried not to write her parents, try to write zero identity, new identity with the same name and surname, but zero identity. And the Migration Department of France said that you must bring new document from the embassy. And this teacher from Red Cross never brought my niece to embassy. And my attempts, my letters to our embassy was zero attempts. So I wrote to Red Cross and said that such teacher must be dismissed, and she was dismissed even from the job for what she has done, because they hired her to fix this question with documents and she did not do anything. And I understood that this mafia is manipulating her, and she manipulated girls, she manipulated me, but good thing that she sent a short variation of a case, and I can read what is in the case, and I see that this hotel and this that brother was in the hospital in Paris, and in a search case in Vilnius search case, no records about hospital. So I make conclusion that they never searched my brother. It is empty case, and they created death in the sea, and he was in coma maybe at the same time, and they falsified everything, and they tried to hide this girl. They say we must adopt her. These parents are false. They are not real. Mother is not real. And this teacher was asking me, is this mother real? I say, come on, we are not billionaires that we use surrogate. But if they saw that they are staying at this hotel, of course they thought that it is the most highest mafia. And that's why they wrote in the registers that I am mafia. And thus this girl became mafia. She tried to contact her mother, and her mother called her mafia, started shouting, "You mafia, go away from me." But this her mother falsified my brother's death, married second time in 1 year from staying in Italy, got passport like local. I asked Italians staying in Lithuania, they said that she must be mafia if she got passport in 1 year. So when she calls everybody mafia, she must look at the mirror. This is very weird story actually. And I don't have an answer how they could contact this Epstein and this hotel, but maybe through Lithuanian link, there is a pair of musical world husband and wife, and they could have been a contact. As they from letters we see that they were looking for people, and she was in contact many years. She was living in France. They rent a house in France near Switzerland, and so on and so on. So this is my story, and I don't know if anything of this is true, but I try to search and to connect details that connects, and I hope that French government and Macron will stop hiding these victims and children, and will stand to the side of the truth. And today, Macron and his surroundings are worried that Russia falsifies that he is connected to Epstein. But why Macron tried to hide these victims? It is not coincidence if Epstein or his agents invite some family with very small kid and treat for free in a hotel for 1 year in a 16th district, luxurious district. So it is not nothing. So Macron should investigate, should cooperate, but he goes to parliament and prolongs ban for teenagers to use social connection. So it is not normal. And in the case it is written that I am mafia. Look at mafia glasses and at mafia house. Yes, we are very luxurious. All these years it is police attacks. Police stormed the house, tried to kill. Last year in one hospital I had extreme blood pressure. They started beating me. They tried to kill in the street. But this time police helped very weirdly. Normally police would attack me, and they shouted, "This is very dangerous person," because it is written in registers that I am mafioso, very dangerous. I maybe have a gun and so on, so on. My gun, yeah, maximum blood pressure was that day 1 year ago. And after 3 weeks, a girl wrote me. So they tried to eliminate me in order. A girl does not know anything about herself in this world. So they fought the little girl and they covered pedophile ring. And this is not a lie of Russia. This is a statement of facts that France hides something because it is not one hotel. It is 3 hotel complexes, and it can be agency, it can be rings, and there are pedophile rings in Paris and so on and so on. And thank you for listening.